We've got soft skin and a fungal infection for you today, guys. My name's Rhys Barber. I'm one of the audiologists here at Audiology Associates.
And my name's Taylor Green, and I'm the other audiologist here. So my video first, it's a relatively quick one, this one. So we're going to talk quite quickly on this one. You can see it's not a great deal there. Patient was noticing a bit of a sort of a underwater feeling with their ears. And I thought at first it was just this kind of wetter, sort of softer skin. So we're just going to clear this up.
Wet,
you can kind of already see the eardrum isn't looking particularly clear, as in it doesn't look like a normal eardrum. So there's obviously a little bit going on here with this particular patient. So there's a retraction that we can see to the eardrum, and there's a slight discoloration, which can be a sign of middle ear effusion or fluid behind the eardrum, which generally clears itself up in a lot of the cases, which can take around 6 to 8 weeks usually to clear, roughly. It does vary though, So patient actually didn't really feel much of a difference with me clearing this away, and understandable with what we've seen there. It's unfortunately there's no quick fix for it. It's not an instant clear, unfortunately. It does take a little while. So
if it was like a chronic problem, then they may look at putting a grommet in. But for most patients, you've just got to ride it out for like Taylor said, it can take 6-8 weeks. I've had some take 12 weeks for it to clear away. Really just depending on what the underlying cause is for this one. This was actually this is mine. This was actually a gent that came through. He's one of our hearing aid patients and came in for his yearly review and said, I've had a few issues. I did have an infection a couple of months ago. I was like, oh right, okay, fair enough. All cleared up now. Finished my course. Seems okay, but everything's really muffled. And that's because this patient actually has a fungal infection. And what we're taking away here is lots of fungal debris, lots of dead skin. So I did say to the chap, did the GP take a swab of what was in here? And he said, yeah, they took a swab and it was classed as fungal. I was like, okay, look, it's still in there, and you are still chock-a-block. Now, the difficulty you get with these fungal infections, you get this kind of thicker sort of biofilm underneath. And this is a candida infection, which is normally like a really creamy kind of discharge and very thin. But this has actually been in here a little while. So what you've ended up with is it's dried out a little bit, it's solidified, and you've got more fungal infection in here. So this poor gent was chock-a-block front to back here. And we can start to see part of the eardrum. Always difficult to remove because it goes crumbly. And that's what we're seeing here, this soft, crumbly material. You can see where I'm peeling this off the side of the canal here, and the canal underneath looking quite pink, quite irritated.
Always typical with infections usually, isn't it? As you start peeling it away, it's really red and sort of really aggravated underneath.
You can see that thicker sort of underlayer there, which is a mixture of dead skin and the infection of itself. Now, what I would say to this patient is, look, we can suction a lot of this debris away, but chances are, unless you get the right antifungals in here quickly, then you're going to end up back to square one. So what we've done here is I've said, look, we'll try and expose as much of the skin as we possibly can so that you can start using those antifungal drops and get rid of this infection completely, which you can buy now over the counter. It's you can buy sort of, they have Caniston drops here in the UK, which can be used, especially it's great against candida infections like these ones, and it works really, really well. So within I've said, give it about 2 weeks and then come back to us after that and we'll clear any remaining debris away. But we just wanted to expose the skin because this is half the problem. If you don't get rid of the infected material first, a lot of the time the drop will sit on top of the infected material and it won't get to the underlying problem. So you've got to expose that skin to get to the underlying issue so you can get rid of that. But this is where it becomes hard, when it's all crumbly, it's all down in a recess.
It's like a thrush infection, isn't it?
Pretty much, that's what candida is. It's like thrush of the ear, basically.
Bit of a nasty, itchy infection, this one.
Not very nice, but we can see it's all down the recess. Normally I wouldn't stick with the standard size ulnar tube that deep, but I was just hoping we could have peeled this section out. But I've gone down to the fine end, which just means that it's just going to block continuously, but better for the patient, especially when they're this deep.
It's always it's always surprising how quickly these infections actually recur as well, and can build back up. There's a patient that I had, I want to say it was like a year ago now, it was quite a while, but probably the only patient I've had where I've actually seen how quick it's built back up. It wasn't a candida one, it was more of a fungal infection. I completely cleared the ear canal, and I mean, it was squeaky clean afterwards. I think it was one of the videos that I've put up in the past, or that Rhys has put up in the past. But lady came back for a follow-up just to check on things a week later, and the whole ear canal had like, it was almost like spider webs.
Yeah.
It
was that aspergillus kind of infection?
Yeah, and literally the whole ear canal had just grew within the space of a week. It's really, really, like, it's kind of interesting in a way, but it's mad to see how quickly it can actually build.
Hyphae, they call it.
I think hyphae is the spore, isn't it? I think is it.
There's little kind of where they got little stalks. One with aspergillus, one where it's all like that.
Yeah, crazy.
But and they were notoriously difficult to treat. They're not as common here in the UK. They're more kind of in tropical climates where warm, moist environments. That's what they love.
We definitely don't have that over here anyway. We don't have any
we get moist. We get warm.
yeah, you might get soaking wet, but you won't.
Oh my goodness me! We
generally not with sweat.
we went to West Wales last weekend, just for a couple. It's really lovely. If you ever get a chance to visit West Wales, it's amazing. It's a lovely part of the world. Beaches are fab, and it's just scenery's amazing. The coasters are brilliant. And we got on the first night. We had thunder and lightning the first night, bucketed down with rain the second. Third day, by the day we came on, was blazing sunshine. We're like, oh great. Typical Welsh weather. Those guys, it kind of rains and mist, snow, rain.
It was horrendous. I mean, I've in our outside the house, we've got like a rainwater drain basically, and for the first time since I've been in this house, it was like billowing out of this.
It was really bad, wasn't it?
Really horrible. It was really bad.
Not nice. But we're getting to the end of this now. We can see that last section just in the top corner. I'm just peeling this last bit of skin here. You're always conscious, as Taylor said, the last couple of videos, of patient comfort as well at this point. The ear canal's already irritated because it's got the infection in there, and then you're peeling skin off that irritated underlayer of skin. So it can be quite tender, especially in this particular section of the ear canal. Yeah. So I just want to get this larger clump of infected material away. There we go. And don't forget, guys, the tools are single use. So this is one of the reasons they're single use, really. So we would just throw this away, because somebody did ask it before. Do you have to do any special measures and things like that? The tank and stuff is cleaned out after every patient anyway, and then you've got the tools and stuff are changed with every patient, and we've got very strong sterilizing equipment for the endoscope as well, so you wouldn't pass that on to another patient then. But there you go. No roller shot on that one, because everything got sucked up inside the tube.
Same with mine.
No roller shots at all today, guys. So thank you very much for watching that video again today, and if you did enjoy the video, don't forget you can always like, heart, share, follow and subscribe for us. If you've really enjoyed the video, you could become a member of the YouTube channel where you get extra videos to have a little look at as well. And if you have a problem with your ears, check out the link tree in the descriptions across all the formats we put this out on, and you'll be able to book yourself an appointment with myself or the lovely Mr. Taylor Green. There we go. But as always, guys, take care of yourselves.
Take care of your ears.
And take care of one another, and we shall see you for the next video. Bye, everybody.
Bye.